Hi everyone, I'm Natasha Braier, ASC, and if you're here, you obviously know that my place is usually behind the camera, not in front. So I'm having a very uncomfortable time right now looking at the lens. But before we dive into the first chapter of this mentorship program, I wanted to welcome you and also to tell you a little bit about the program. I always want to move beyond the techniques and the how-tos and have more time to explore the why behind things. And so I always dreamt about creating my own masterclass where I could do things my way and I could talk about the things that I want to talk to, which are mainly the things that I know that you guys need to talk about. So I wanted to do something where I'm basically can share everything that I wish that somebody would have taught me when I was starting. And it's basically a very rare chance, I think probably a unique chance, to follow another cinematographer throughout the whole process of preparing a project and filming it. I wanted to be that mentor that I never had, that you can call when you have a situation for the first time and what do I do with this, right? So this program is about your way of seeing. It's not about mine. I'm, of course, going to share a lot of things about my own way of seeing, but I'm doing it only for you to be able to have a sort of mirror that can validate you and inspire you. I feel personally that the only way to be a great filmmaker is to really recognize, discover, develop, and refine your unique way of seeing. One of the first cinematographers that really caught my eye was Sławomir Itzhak. He's a Polish cinematographer that did a lot of movies with Krzysztof Kieslowski in Poland. And so this one is an image from the Decalogue, from a movie called A Short Film About Killing. And you can see this, this is the 80s. This is nothing digital here. You film on the film camera, you develop in the lab, you project. So he's creating these vignettes that you see here on camera. And so there was something in his language that really talked to me. And you can see how he's using color and vignettes. He's got some kind of filters. I've learned later. He actually became my mentor in the year 2000. And so I learned that he actually had these filters that were ordered. He ordered them and got them made with this Polish glassmaker that was making windows. These are very, very important decisions that Sławomir Itzhak was making on camera. This was irreversible. This is not a LUT. This is not something I try later in post. He's shooting a negative through a very, very heavy yellow brownish filter. And there's no way back. Nobody can go back to normal after this. So I got these little books with all the different filters, and I just made my own filters. So I made this collection of different shapes, which I then carried with me. And then I thought, okay, I'm doing my own filters, so I just designed my filter. So Neon Demon was my first movie on digital, on Alexa. And so luckily, the movie was shot on chronological order, which meant that as the movie gets more and more insane, I'm also, as a cinematographer, getting more confident with my tools and with what I'm doing. So all the color decisions were also made completely on camera, because something I've learned from my old times on film was that I was doing everything on film. There was no post. And when I transitioned to digital, you could have easily said, I'm going to do it all in post. But I was not interested in that, because I've always been interested on being very decisive about my intention, right? About my looks and making decisions that I had to die for. So yeah, we played a lot with color, and you can see this is from the Alexa. This is not graded. This is exactly like what you see in the movie. I mean, the color correction in the movie is just adding a little bit of contrast and improving things a little bit more here and there. But all the main decisions, all the color decisions, are all imprinted in the negative. And then on set, I was seeing exactly what I wanted to see a year later in Cannes. I find that is, for me, the only way. to do this, because I just couldn't see an image that I'm 50% satisfied with and then think, oh, I'm gonna fix it later. You know, I didn't have a studio with millions and millions and millions of dollars to get in this cover. You know, I just had a couple of lights and a black drape. I had nothing. Through all my journey as a cinematographer, following my path and trying to find my unique way of seeing, you end up always seeing something in yourself that it was there from the beginning, right? The seed of who you're going to become as a cinematographer, as you develop, it's already there. So I hope you enjoy the course, and I will see you in a little bit. Thank you.